Very, very happy to say that we are supported by CrossPlay Fun, powered by BetDAC. Join in the ultimate free-to-play football prediction game. Pick 9 match outcomes, home win, draw or away win. Your selections automatically create 10 different winning combinations. Score points by matching 3 in a row, just like noughts and crosses. Or you can get a full house. 5 entries per week, more chances to win. You can download the app now through the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code. It takes seconds to play. Use your lucky pick if you need help with your selection, so it will fill those 9 selections for you. The leaderboard resets every Tuesday, so there's always a fresh chance to win. You can join our personal CrossPlay Fun League and see if you can outscore me as well. Just scan the QR code or go through the link in the description. You've got to be over 18 to play, but as I say, it's free to play and you can win big prizes. Links in the description. Big shout out to CrossPlay. But we've got our own story that's quite significant. We don't get a lot anymore, and certainly I'm not going to be able to give you names of replacements, but this is from a very good source close to the club that Ruben Amorim would like to replace Andre Onana this summer. Now, that is quite a significant update. What we've been told is that Onana is well liked at the football club and there is no issue there in relation to application or personality or anything like that. But what we've been told is that Ruben Amorim, like Pep Guardiola, like Jurgen Klopp, like Arne Slot, like Mikel Arteta, understands the importance of the goalkeeper in the modern playing system. And Onana is seen as Ten Hag's goalkeeper. It's not the goalkeeper that Ruben Amorim ideally wants at Manchester United. There is a belief that he doesn't instill the confidence in the team and certainly in the defence that is needed at the top level, and that he would want a replacement as soon as possible to come in and be his goalkeeper. Now, the question's going to be on that, because it's quite a significant update, is will Manchester United allow that to happen? We need centre-backs, we need strikers, we need wingers, we need midfielders, we need number 10s. If we need a goalkeeper as well, how are we going to do that when Andre Onana is only 2 years into his contract, and from FFP purposes, you're probably going to need to sell him for £35 million. So wanting and getting, I think we go back to the conversation we had before about how you do that and whether a manager is going to have to operate with one arm tied behind his back like every other manager we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson. Because when Pep Guardiola wanted a goalkeeper, he was given 3 before he settled on Ederson. So look, it is significant. I don't think it necessarily means it's the end of Onana, but it is obviously an area, quite logically as well, I suppose, when you think about it, that Amorim would like to change. And as I said, it's not coming out that he's disliked or he's a problem or anything like that. It's more about personal preference, and it's not really a surprise, is it? What we could do, look, I've always said, personally, I think we'll go for a goalkeeper that is up and coming. I know Suzuki's been mentioned at Parma. I think ideally they'd like Costa from Porto. I think they'd like Verbruggen, someone like that from Brighton. But it's what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. But I haven't massively got any issues with that. I think we've had 2 years of Onana, and I think we can have another 2 years of Onana, and we'll probably get the same. Some good saves, some good passes, some silly mistakes, some weird, movements, and ultimately a goalkeeper that doesn't instill confidence in his team, manager, or the fan base. And the sooner we make that change, the better. But financially, I think we're going to struggle. Now, I want to come back to that because obviously that's a very, very, very significant update. But in fairness, what can be read is that Plettigol, the Sky Germany journalist, who has been reasonably good around Man United for the last 18 months. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say David Ornstein or Fabrizio Romano, but he has been reasonably good. This is the update he has just dropped in the last 5 minutes. Manchester United are confident that they will be able to invest in top transfers this summer, especially as the budget will be freed up through the possible and planned departures of Lindelof, Casemiro, Eriksen and Mainoo. The sales of Rashford and Antony would provide the club with even greater financial flexibility. Sell to buy, but the way that Mainoo gets dropped in there, I find fascinating. Absolutely fascinating, because that's the most significant name. I mean, look, I'm able to digest this stuff very quickly, as I'm sure you are. You're intelligent people. We're Manchester United fans. We're passionate. We educate ourselves and we have opinions. When I read that, your brain's looking ahead, and I'm like, what's he talking about? What is he talking about? Man United are confident they can invest in big transfers because they're going to get rid of Lindelof, Casemiro and Eriksen. Well, no. Lindelof is going to earn us nothing. Eriksen is going to earn us nothing. Yeah, okay, they're on what's 150 grand, 600 grand a month. 150 grand a week is 600 grand a month times 10. All right, you're going to raise about 12 million in wages, but that's not going to buy you top players. 12 million's not going to buy you loads of players, is it? You've still got to pay their wages, and that'll barely pay you year one on a 50 million deal. So Eriksen and Lindelof aren't going to earn us any money. Casemiro, I mean, yeah, it's a significant wage, but as I said last night, I don't think he's a guaranteed player to go. So when you read that update, Man United are confident that they can make signings in the summer because they're going to free up loads of money. Well, Lindelof, Casemiro and Eriksen don't free up lots of money. Oh, and Mainoo's there. Well, that's the one, isn't it? That's the one. Mainoo probably will raise you 60, 70 million of pure profit. So, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that that's going to happen, but it's a pretty significant update because I don't see Casemiro, Eriksen and Lindelof as the players that free up the cash for us to buy top players. But Mainoo does. Now, do we want that to happen? Would you sell Mainoo? Now, I'm just going to run a poll here. I don't know the answer to this. Would you sell Mainoo to get a top striker? Yes or no? That's a question. That's not would you sell Mainoo. That is ultimately, what we're asking here. Now, the funny thing is about the Mainoo story, and I feel I need to go back to the Onana one because I know that one is true, but I also saw last night, and I'll shout it out, MUFC MPB. Some people will know it on social media. They basically posted last night, exclusive, Man United have made positive progress in talks with Mainoo over a new contract. Now, they're the source, a Twitter account, a Twitter aggregator account of the source. Now, people will ridicule that. I could ridicule that. But what I will say, in the modern world, you'd be surprised who talks to you. Could be a player's agent, could be someone from the club. I genuinely think that you'd be surprised who talks to people to give people information. You would be very, very surprised. The flip side of that coin is, if you're asking me what I think is going to happen with Mainoo, and I had to guess, I would say, and also listen to look at the update. Man United have made positive progress in talks with Mainoo over a new contract. What does that actually mean? It means they've had positive talks. It doesn't mean tomorrow talks break down and he's signing for Inter Milan. So, it's to me, it's like, I think Mainoo signs a new deal, but that's a complete guess. I think Mainoo will sign a new deal. That's what I think. But I realistically am a little bit concerned about that Pletty goal update because when I read it back, it doesn't read. Well, it reads the possible and planned departures of Lindelof, Eriksen, Casemiro, and Mainoo. And I just think, why is Mainoo's name there? And maybe it's there because it's possible. Maybe it's there because it's planned. Maybe it's there because there's contract issues. I don't know. Maybe it's very insignificant. But I think when you're a journalist who wants a reputation, you don't just tweet about, oh, you know what, Mainoo might go or Rasmus might go. There must be something to that. But I think he'll sign a new contract because my theory is this. I think this football club runs on spin and PR, and I think that what we're getting from Mainoo's side is that they're very confused as to why all these talks and leaks keep coming out about his wages and leaving Man United when there's not really any prospect of that happening at the moment. So Mainoo's side are quite confused. All these leaks are obviously coming from the club. And I just think, is it going to be the whole, it's like a new signing when we get him on a new contract? Oh, look, we've got Mainoo. I think that. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.